Perfectly normal things that feel totally wrong. Chill dude explains. Let's get into it, man.
Let's
Let's
get
see
right
what
into
go
it.
on.
Number 8. Brain's dark suggestions. Ever been holding a baby and suddenly had the thought, what if I just dropped it? Or maybe you're standing on a tall building and your brain goes, jump, or driving along, minding your own
Nah,
business.
nah, nah. I've never had any thoughts when it comes to like babies or anything like that. But fam, there is no one in this world that can tell you Njad is a bad person, brother. I've seen him got angry or he did this to me and that, brother, or he did that to me or he stabbed me in my back, da da da. But when it comes to my thoughts, though, bro, all my days, I'm a piece of shit when it comes to my thoughts, though. Still, I can't lie to you. I'm glad we have that barrier there, bro, because oh my days and that. Fam, I was literally just recently watching a series where there was like a bunch of convicts. I think it was The Rookie in that family, American series or whatever, sitcom kind of. And a bunch of prisoners flipping escaped. And there was this woman that was in prison because that wall wasn't there. Like, you know how we have a thought, and it's kind of like Tinder in that fam. Is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? And we throw it to the no pile or the yes pile. That wall for her was not there, bro. So she's just impulsive in that fam. So I'm glad that wall is there for
And
me,
your
fam,
brain
without a
goes,
doubt.
hey, what if we just yanked the wheel real quick? These are called intrusive thoughts, and they're way more common than you'd think. Your brain is basically that one friend who always suggests the worst possible thing to do in any situation. But
No, because I genuinely be thinking, are there other people like this though? Because
having
yeah,
these thoughts
anyway.
doesn't mean you're crazy or evil. In fact, it means your brain is working exactly like it should. Your brain is like an overprotective parent that's always looking for danger. It's constantly running simulations of the worst things that could happen, just to make sure you're paying attention. It's like your brain
What type of overprotective parent is telling me to do the maddest ish that I can flip and think of? Or like, you get what I'm trying to say, but I get what he's saying. He's thinking of scenarios, so I just thinking of those scenarios. Some of them kind of slip through and actually come into our subconscious. You know what I mean?
simulations of the worst things that could
Or
happen, just
conscience.
to make sure you're paying attention. It's like your brain's version of a fire drill. The more you try not to think these thoughts, the stronger they get. It's like trying not to think about pink elephants. Now you're definitely thinking about pink elephants. Scientists have found that nearly everyone has these thoughts. The people who get freaked out by these thoughts the most are usually the nicest people. Because if you were actually evil, you wouldn't be worried about these thoughts in the first place. The very fact that these thoughts bother you
Interesting.
shows that
See? That's the best way I explain myself. I'm a nice guy. I try to be the nicest person that I can be, and that. But you get what I'm trying to say, and that explains it right there. Fam, I
you
know
be
what I
worried
am.
about these
I know
thoughts in
what
the
I am.
first place. The very fact that these thoughts bother you shows that they're not really you. Number
Or
7.
do they?
Your face betraying
You know
you.
what I mean?
You're at a restaurant, enjoying your meal. Suddenly you realize everyone is staring at you. You look down and see a huge stain on your shirt, and then it happens. Your face starts turning bright red. Your body just betrayed you in the worst possible way. This is blushing, and humans are the only animals that do it. Even our closest relatives, chimps, don't turn into walking stop signs when they're embarrassed. When you're embarrassed, your body
But not
releases
everyone can
adrenaline
turn
like
red
you're
though.
being chased by a bear. This makes your heart beat faster, and your blood vessels in your face expand. All that blood rushes to your face like teenagers to a TikTok trend.
Oh,
The worst part is you have
oh.
absolutely zero control over it. It's like having an emergency beacon that screams,
Well, why do all of these flipping stick men look like tomatoes with flipping limbs, bro? The
I'm
hell?
embarrassed, to everyone around you.
Well,
Scientists
that makes
think this
sense
face
now.
betrayal thing actually helped us survive as a species. It's like a built-in apology system. When early humans messed up, turning red was their way of saying, my bad, without words. It's nature's way of saying,
Yeah, but like I said, not everyone turns flipping red
I
though, bro.
really
You know what I
messed
mean?
up. Please don't kick me out of the tribe.
But I get
Some
what you're
people
saying
get
though.
it
There's a
so
look.
bad they actually get surgery to stop blushing. Doctors cut the nerves that control blushing, but those nerves also control sweating. So they might trade a red face for super sweaty hands instead. The more you try not to blush, the redder you get. Number 6.
But we definitely learn how to somewhat control it though, because you know, children, for example, when children do something that, bro, and they say, no, I didn't do it, or they take too long, even without that, you can even without them saying anything, whether they deny it or not with actual words, you can just tell on their face. But as we get older, it's like we learn how to compose ourselves better and better and better. And that, fam, you get what I'm trying to say, which is crazy.
Brain radio stuck on repeat. That one song from that commercial starts playing in your head, and now it's stuck there, playing on repeat like your brain has
This ain't
turned
really
into a
never
broken
happened to me,
record
you
player.
know.
Scientists call these musical parasites in our heads
This ain't never happened to me.
earworms. These aren't random snippets of music. They're usually about 20 seconds long, and they loop over and over again. It's like having a DJ in your head who only knows one part of one song and doesn't take requests. About 90% of people get these musical brain hiccups at least once a week. And for 1 in 3 people, these uninvited concerts can drive them absolutely nuts. Some people have had the same song stuck in their head for weeks. Imagine having
Okay, yeah. So for 20 seconds now, but there are times, for example, where I'll actually say a song lyric like again and again and again. So actually, I lied. I lied. I remember the most famous one my friends know me from is "Say My Name, Say My Name." I haven't done that in a long time on that one, but there'll be times where I'm just saying it again and again and again and you know what I
absolutely
mean?
nuts. Some people have had the same song stuck in their head for weeks. Imagine having Baby Shark playing in your head for 14 days straight. Your brain
Nah, it's
isn't
always a
trying to
song that I
torture you,
like.
though. This might actually be an evolutionary feature, not a bug. Before humans could write, we used songs to remember important stuff, like, don't eat those red berries or you'll die kind of important stuff. So our brains evolved to be really good at getting stuck on repeat, but now it's being used to remember jingles about car insurance. These mental radio stations love to start playing when your brain is bored, like first thing in the morning. Scientists found that chewing gum can actually help stop the music. Something about the
Mad
jaw
thing.
movement messes with your brain's replay button. Number 5.
Oh shoot. Well, for me though, it's always stuff that I like though. It's never some random thing or something that I don't
Seeing
like.
things that aren't there. You're sitting there, minding your own business, when suddenly you see something float across your vision. A weird little squiggly line or a tiny dark spot. You try to look directly at it, but it darts away like a shy ghost. These are called eye floaters. They aren't ghosts or hallucinations. Those transparent worms are actually tiny clumps of cells inside your eyeball. Your eye is like a snow
Okay, I did not expect that to go there because I always think I see like spiders or whatever on the wall or whatever, like a dark spot, and I look and it's like nothing there. Or sometimes it's like a mark on the wall or something like that, bro. Like it's like a 50-50 chance of something not being there or being like a mark on the wall or whatever. But I never knew clumps of
transparent
mad
worms
thing.
are actually tiny clumps of cells inside your eyeball. Your eye is like a snow globe filled with clear
That's
jelly
mad.
called vitreous. As you get older, this jelly starts to shrink and clump together, creating these little floating debris. What you're actually seeing are the shadows these clumps cast on your retina. It's like having a tiny shadow puppet show happening inside your eyeballs all day long. You can never actually catch these floaters. Try to look directly at them and they dart away. That's because they're literally
Mad
stuck
thing.
inside your eye, moving with every twitch of your eyeball. Your
Basically,
brain
yeah.
just usually filters them out, like how you don't notice your nose is always in your vision. But once you start thinking about them, suddenly they're everywhere. While most floaters are
Now I can
harmless,
kind of see it though.
suddenly seeing a bunch of new ones appear at once could mean your retina is trying to escape your eyeball. That's when you should get your eyes checked immediately. Number 4. The
We
whole
say that
answers are
again?
harmless. Suddenly seeing a bunch of new ones appear at once could mean your retina is trying
Oh,
to escape your eyeball. That's when you should get your eyes checked
okay then.
immediately. Number 4. The hole in your vision. Right now, as you're watching this video, there's a hole in your vision. Not a metaphorical hole, but an actual blind spot where you can't see anything, and your brain is lying to you about it. At the back of each of your eyes, there's a spot where your optic nerve connects to your brain. Think of it like the cable plugging into your TV. This spot has no light-sensing cells at all. It's literally a dead zone in your vision. But you never notice this hole. Your brain is running Photoshop 24/7 to hide this from
Mad
you. It looks
thing.
at everything around that blind spot and makes stuff up to fill the gap. If you're looking at a red wall, your brain fills the hole with red. It's doing such a good job that you've probably lived your whole life without noticing it. You've got 2 blind spots,
Basically.
one in each eye, but they don't overlap. When one eye has a blind spot, the other eye can see that area just fine. Your brain has been gaslighting you since the day you were
Okay.
born, making you think your vision is complete. You can actually find this blind spot yourself. Close your right eye and hold your thumb out at arm's length. Focus your left eye straight ahead and slowly move your thumb to the right. At some point, the tip of your thumb will completely disappear. That's your
That's
brain's
literally
lie
what I was just about
revealed.
to say,
Number
bro.
3. Listening to your
Craziness.
insides. Ever been lying in bed at night? Everything's quiet, and suddenly you become aware of all the weird noises your body makes? It's like having front row seats to the world's strangest orchestra. Your
Oh,
heartbeat, which
interesting.
normally minds its
Now, this I've genuinely never experienced it, bro. I don't even have to think about it. That. I've never experienced. Maybe heartbeat. But nah, but that was when I was younger though, when I was skinny, like skinny, like really young and that from you could literally see my heart. Literally, you get what I'm trying to say, expanding and all that type of stuff. And literally beating, bro. But nah, I've never noticed sounds. Obviously, like your belly rumbling or whatever, you know what I mean? But and I like to sleep in quietness as well. You know what I mean? Quietness and darkness. And nah, I've never
own
experienced that.
business suddenly sounds like a drum solo right in your ears. The moment you notice it, your brain goes into panic mode, wondering if it's always been this loud. Then there's your stomach, the drama queen of internal organs. It makes these gurgling noises that sound like you've swallowed a small angry creature or a tiny whale. Scientists call these sounds borborygmi because apparently
What
stomach
the
growls.
hell? This is what I'm saying about you, man, that be creating words, bro. You're just bored at the end of the day, man. Like, who has the ability to say this is the word and this isn't a word and that, fam? You get me? Like, what? Borborygmi, bro. Pattern
Wasn't
up, man.
fancy enough. Some
Sounds
ancient
like a
cultures
flipping
thought
musical
these
band.
noises were actually spirits or demons living in your belly. When it's
Okay,
really
then let's chill
quiet,
out.
you might even hear your blood flowing. It's like a soft
Okay,
whooshing
that's
sound,
crazy.
similar to putting a seashell to your ear, except instead of the ocean, you're listening to your own personal river of blood rushing through your head. All these
It's
sounds are
crazy.
happening all the time, 24/7. Your body is basically a non-stop concert hall.
You're
You
just
just usually
distracted by
have enough
outside noise,
background
isn't it?
noise to drown it out. But when everything else goes quiet, your body decides it's time for its solo performance. And even though these sounds are completely normal, your brain still finds them suspicious, like your body just started a podcast without telling you. Number 2. The nonsense your brain makes up nightly. Every single night, your brain throws the wildest party you'll never remember. This happens during REM sleep. Your eyes start darting around under your eyelids like they're watching an invisible ping pong
Oh,
match.
mad thing.
Your heart rate and breathing become irregular, but your body stays mostly paralyzed, thankfully. The logical part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, decides to take a nap during this time. It's like the brain's security guard went on break, leaving the door wide open. So all your memories, emotions, and random thoughts from the day start mixing together like a really bad cocktail. That's why in your dreams, you can have a deep conversation with your cat about cryptocurrency while riding a unicorn through Times Square. And it feels completely normal. Your brain's fact
Crazy.
checker is completely offline. You just accept that your goldfish is your boss now.
That's what I'm saying. That so that wall isn't there, basically, bro. It's been
Scientists think
removed.
this nightly nonsense actually serves a purpose. It's your brain's way of cleaning house, sorting through memories, dealing with emotions, and maybe even practicing for future challenges. Think of it as your brain running simulations, or throwing everything into a blender and seeing what comes out. These dreams feel incredibly real while they're happening. The emotions are cranked up to 11. You could be running from a giant hamburger that's trying to eat you, feeling genuine terror, or wake up feeling upset because your toaster betrayed you in your dream. These mini
The
movies your
hell?
brain creates only last about 5 to 20 minutes each, but your brain puts on several shows per night, and you'll forget about 95% of these bizarre episodes by morning, like your brain hitting the clear browser history button. Number 1.
Bro, I literally be forgetting the actual dreams, man. Like I very rarely will remember a dream, or I'll know that I had a dream, but the details are just foggy as hell, man. And also a week ago, whatever, bro, like 3 nights back to back to back, I woke up in cold sweats. It must have been my brain moving mad and that, bro, trying to do the recycling thing. But I also have bad sleep and that, fam. Sometimes I don't be eating until like the end of the day because I'll be working so much and all of that type of stuff and that, bro. But when I say cold sweats, like I'm used to waking up in cold sweats, but this time though, bro, I'm talking there was a big ass sweat patch from my back, a big ass sweat patch from my waistline, and then a big ass sweat patch from where my calves were and that, bro. Three individual. I was like, yeah, I don't know what the hell my body was going through in that, fam, but that was crazy. I literally had to video it, bro. Oh, that was crazy. I don't know what the hell my body was going through those 3 nights and that, fam, but yeah, it got way too
Episodes
much,
by
man.
morning, like your
Like
brain
a
hitting
pool
the
of water,
clear
bro.
browser history button. Number 1. The never-ending ringtone. Imagine sitting in a completely silent room, but there's this annoying ringing in your ears that just won't shut up. This is tinnitus, where your brain decides to play its own soundtrack that nobody else can hear. It's like having a phone constantly ringing in your head, except you can't pick it up or turn it off. About 1 in 5 people deal with this phantom concert in their heads, and it's
Yeah, maybe I'm not one of
not
them
just
then.
ringing. Some people hear buzzing, clicking, hissing, or whooshing sounds. Others hear what sounds like a tiny dubstep concert happening inside their skull. Sometimes it even syncs up with your heartbeat, giving you your own personal rhythm section that you never asked for. For some people,
Oh, actually. Actually, because one of my tasks, obviously, when I'm working, my regular work or whatever, and that, bro, is answering the phone and that, fam. It's part of my job, and I feel like sometimes there's times where I can hear that ringtone, and I look to like my laptop or my other screen where it normally comes up or whatever, and like I don't see anything. So maybe that's this, you know what I'm saying? But that's trauma, though, bro. That's basically what that is. That's trauma. That's PTSD. That's PTSD, man.
giving you your own personal rhythm section that you never asked for. For some people, just moving their eyes or neck can change the sound. It's like their head is a broken radio, and every movement tunes it to a different station of
Yeah, to
annoying
the
sounds.
frequency.
Scientists
Mad
think this
thing.
happens because your brain gets confused when it's not getting enough sound input from damaged ear cells. It's like your brain is that friend who can't handle silence and starts making random noises to fill the quiet. Some
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Because I'm a person I constantly have headphones on. Mostly it's because I live with people and that, and I'm constantly listening to something. I'm editing something. I'm reacting to a video or doing something like that. So it's like to be like what do you call it? Considerate because I'm a nice person. You know, I get what I'm trying to say. I normally always have headphones on and all of that type of stuff. So I guess my brain's like, yo, when there is quietness and that, because I have headphones on 95 and 90% of the time or whatever, even falling asleep, I have the earbud in watching a podcast when there is quietness. Is probably like, yo, what the hell is this? But it doesn't really happen to me when I'm like going to sleep. And there's times where I literally say, I try to be disciplined and say, yo, we're not listening to anything. We're just falling asleep, full darkness, full quietness. I'm cool then. But it's more so when I'm sitting at this desk and I might be doing a task or whatever and it's quiet and then feel like I'm hearing in my work ringtone or whatever, which is crazy.
people get it after going to loud concerts. Others get it from something as simple as too much earwax. Imagine
Okay.
having a constant ringing in your head because you didn't clean your ears properly. And there's no mute button. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.
Mad thing. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. And I'm Gian in the